Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
No reason. Bro, put him in handcuffs for your vape. He was literally standing there. He wasn't arresting or he wasn't nothing. Yeah. Mom, like this is serious? For no reason. No reason. You see all these and the one month outside and doing nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the video that you just saw was a teenager, a Black teen, and he was told to stop vaping on the boardwalk. I don't understand why that's such a horrible crime. You know, that's the problem. Y'all don't really go after the real criminals. You keep going after soft targets and things that are very petty. And that's because y'all are very petty. At the end of the day, you really are. So this came out in the Daily Mail, and this is June 14th, 2021. All right. So, he got tased while he had his hands up in the air. So he was not a threat at all. He was standing there with his hands up. But I guess your mere presence and your Blackness makes you a threat by default to these folks, these petty ass people. So a Black teenager was filmed being surrounded by 5 white police officers and tasered after he alleged ignored a request to stop vaping and this was on a boardwalk in Maryland. So you can see these cops are just as petty as the ones all around the country, always going after something that's not a threat and trying to look all big and bad. And at the end of the day, this is just more cowardice stuff. You tase someone with their hands up in the air. So this is Brian Anderson, 19 years old. He was zapped with a device in Ocean City, Maryland on Saturday, despite his apparent cooperation with the 5 officers, petty ass officers surrounding him, and was filmed tumbling to the ground moments later. Now, I could see if he charged you and you tased him. Like I said, your mere presence in Blackness is that's a threat. That's a threat. This is why more and more people are separating and staying away from these folks. It is not worth it being around them at all. I had someone laugh and say, oh, y'all can't separate from us. And then the lockdown happened. And I did mention it in one video, and that person never came back and said a word after that. I even saw another article today, on how Black parents are satisfied with keeping their children at home because they're not dealing with the day to day racism in schools, and their kids, their performance and grades are actually better at home. So continue to do that. That's what you do. Okay, so Anderson, who was seen holding his hands up in the air, that's when the clip started, was struck by a taser as he reached for the strap of the back of his backpack. The eyewitness claimed Anderson had asked by police to remove the bag from his back. Okay, so when he started to do that, that's when you see a lot of times they're tricking you into doing these things, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they're doing. They're tricking you into doing something and then claim, and then when they shoot you or do something like this, they feared for their life. I'm sick of hearing that. If you are such in fear of your life, get off of the police force. You don't belong there. Okay, if you're that scared, you shouldn't be there. Maybe this is not the job for you, but everybody is getting sick of that mess. And all of you say it, which means it's rehearsed. One eyewitness claimed Anderson had, so he was told to remove his bag. And then when he started to do it, they tased him. And plus, he had his hands up in the air also when they tased him. So Anderson was one of 4 teens arrested on Saturday after being stopped by cops about vaping on the beach. Now, is that really the worst thing happening on the beach? Seriously, y'all, is that the worst thing that's going on there? Somebody vaping? Oh man, these people ain't no good. It's a good thing their kingdom is falling, y'all. It is falling. It is falling. Okay. Ocean City Council has banned smoking and vaping on boardwalks. Well, why can't you just tell a person that? Okay. I mean, is it really that difficult? I realize with y'all, communication is always an issue. Always. Okay. So the police told the teenagers, all from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that vaping was prohibited on the boardwalk, except in designated areas. Okay, so he wasn't from Maryland, so he probably didn't even know. If you're not from a state, you may not know those things. The group walked away, but the police said they continued to vape. Okay, where is the proof that they continued to vape? You said they continued to vape, but you only took this one guy. Okay, I mean, that in itself is a problem. The viral clip has been reviewed more than 1.9 million times on Twitter as of Monday. Begins with Anderson standing a few feet away from officers with his hands up. Officers yell, "Get down on the ground." And Anderson appears to reach for the strap of his backpack, and that's because they told him to take it off. Okay. But instantly tasered by an officer and falls to the ground, clutching his stomach in pain. Stop. He was standing there. A woman screamed at the officers as they handcuffed Anderson on the boardwalk and they hogtied him over vaping. Vaping? Oh, y'all. It's going to get to the point where no one will want to be around you. Seriously, and I believe we're gravitating in that direction now. Y'all are too petty and frivolous. "What is wrong with you?" one person asks the officer as one tells the small crowd to back up. "Y'all did that for no reason," the woman tells the officer. A separate clip appears to show Anderson handcuffed and being carried away. Yeah, they hogtied him and they carried him away. Wow. Wow. Mm, mm, mm. So so they gave him the black people charge, y'all. Now you saw he had his hands up in the air. He wasn't, trying to get away or anything like that. So this is what the police said. Anderson resisted arrest. That's the black people charge, and was charged with disorderly conduct, resistance, and interference with an arrest, second degree assault, failure to provide proof of ID. They tried to pile on the charges over vaping. He has been released on his own recognizance and has not commented on the arrest. Mm, mm, mm. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is so petty. It really is. At the end of the day, if somebody is standing there with their hands up, how are they resisting arrest? They just love putting that on black folks every chance they can get. Every chance. And I watch videos, and we have seen videos where white people have hit cops, they have cussed cops out, they have spit on cops. I saw a woman spit on a cop. Okay. And y'all don't go this, and none of them got tased. None of them got tased. Mm, mm, mm. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.